But in this quote unquote bad market between July, August, and September, that 90-day span, we sold 90 homes, one house a day. Hi, my name is Jon Foster, and I run the Jon and Leslie Foster Real Estate Group here in Castro Valley, California. We're with eXp Realty, and our team right now is just over 60 people, and that includes our staff. And we operate primarily in Alameda and the Contra Costa counties of the San Francisco East Bay area. Before we started working together, my goals as a team leader was to help my team sell more real estate. I mean, to be quite simple about what the intent was. And in order to do that, I knew that our conversion rate needed to be better. We really were pushing hard to get 300 transactions done in 2023 and become a mega icon team within our company at eXp Realty. So I knew we had to solve that problem. And in order to do that, when we talked to you about our, the CGO program, we learned that we didn't really have a lead management playbook or blueprint or roadmap in place for our agents to follow. So what ended up happening as a result of that within our team was still a healthy amount of sales within our organization, but not meeting our goals because it was totally random. Some agents had a good system of their own. Some of them took some coaching that we had, but the vast majority didn't have a system or roadmap to follow. And that was hurting our performance ultimately. It made me feel like our team was missing an element to it that was critical. And when I say that, I mean, we've got an amazing staff, a director of operations, marketing team, social media, an ISA department, VAs, we felt like we kind of had all of the elements that would make a team great. But ultimately, when somebody joins our team, first of all, it's exciting, but it's also, to me, and I believe most team leaders feel this way, it's a huge responsibility that they've joined us to be successful. And not only to be successful, they've joined us to sell more real estate. Grant, in the 6 years I've been operating this team, I've never had an agent say, I'd like to join your team to sell less real estate. I just haven't seen that. And that's because the value in most teams, I believe, is a culture and an environment for them to be more successful and break through barriers that they hadn't been able to achieve before. So that was really the problem we were looking to solve when we came to you. So when we started working with you with your CGO program, you implemented what is called a lead management playbook. And you could call it a roadmap or you could call it a blueprint, but that lead management playbook, and I've got it right here. It's always on my desk because I know you're proud of us, Grant, for keeping it out there. But it is like if you talk about a blueprint, right, or a playbook. So if you're building a house, where's the blueprint? It's always there. It's always something you're going back to, right? It's not something you look at one time. I'm good. I don't need to use it again. I don't need to see it again. I looked at it one time and I'm done. It's not like that in building a house. And in building a team, or in this case, operating a team, we believe it's the same thing. This lead management playbook has given our agents a roadmap, a blueprint, a plan, something they know that they can follow. If they just follow the plan every single day, they will sell more real estate. And it's very much framed within our team, and maybe other teams frame it differently, but it was framed as our team put the mindset of our agents as this is another tool in your toolbox to help you sell more real estate, because that's the reason you joined our team. And the reason I frame it that way is this playbook comes with an added layer of accountability. It comes with an added layer of getting out of your comfort zone. It comes with an added layer of discipline. But the amazing result that we experienced, and there's been a lot of amazing results, but I just want to highlight a 3-month period of our business last year. It's not a bad market. It's a challenging market, but I've heard agents say it was the worst market in 40 years. I've heard all sorts of things, and I'm sure your audience, Grant, has heard all sorts of things too. But in this quote unquote bad market between July, August, and September, that 90-day span, we sold 90 homes. It's one house a day. And it was a result of following this lead management playbook. It was a result of our agents getting excited and them understanding. We always say accountability is the highest form of love. This management playbook is stepping up our game. It's leveling up. It's getting paid. Like, agents want to make more money. It's like, if you want to get paid like a professional athlete, you've got to act like one. I don't know if that's why you named it playbook, but professional athletes, what do they operate with? They operate with a playbook, right? If you're going to win the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure they studied that playbook. They probably sleep with it, right? Like it's with them at all times. So just that was how we framed it. And our team embraced it and we kind of rallied around it. We got excited. We talked about it every week at the sales meeting. And Grant, you'd be proud of us as students to this day. We talk about the playbook at every sales meeting. We just highlight a segment here and a segment there and a reminder here and a reminder there. We have to, as people, there's not a lot of things that we need to learn that we don't already know, but I think we need to be reminded more of the things that we already know. So that's what we've been implementing. That's what we've been doing. And we're on track to sell 400 homes this year in 2024. So how do I feel about the future of my business moving forward with these changes that you've helped us with, developing the lead management playbook? I can tell you, I feel great. There is so much uncertainty happening within our industry. We've got a lot of agents that are very nervous and very worried about the upcoming changes within our industry. We all know what we're referring to. And I can tell you that a lot of new team leaders, they are afraid to implement higher standards and higher levels of accountability because they feel like it's too many rules or you're raising the bar too high. And by doing that, you're going to push people out. And what I'm here to tell you as a team leader that's still got a lot to learn, but this is our 6th year of trying different things and going through struggles and challenges. And we're still doing that today, but we've broken through a lot of barriers, and most all of those barriers have been a result of us letting our agents know that we are going to lead them through challenging times. We're going to lead them through difficult markets. If they implement our systems and they raise the bar for themselves and they level up their skills for themselves and follow the system that we've put in place, yes, there's going to be accountability. Yes, there's going to be metrics and things that are tracked and agent check-ins to make sure that those things are going on track, not for the benefit of us, but if we can help that agent. Remember, they came to this team for a reason. It was some reason. Most of the time it's culture, leads, training. I want to be more successful. It's like, Jon, I've never sold more than 8 or 9 homes in a year, and I want to sell 20 homes a year. I don't take that lightly. And when you come to me with those types of goals as a leader's job, and I take this extremely seriously, my job is to create an environment where that success that they desire can happen. And so moving forward, to answer your question one more time, I feel great about the future. I have a culture and an environment and a system on how we handle leads, the cadence, the strategy, some of the technique, how to update the CRM, how to use the CRM so that you don't have to go to sleep at night going, did I forget to call that guy? Did I book that appointment? She told me to call her this week. Did I do that? And was it supposed to be Monday or Tuesday? It leaves nothing to chance because the CRM lets that agent know every single day who to call, what to do, why to do it, following that playbook. So I feel great about the future. I'm going to continue to remind agents in our sales meeting of the little nuggets in that playbook and how to leverage them to be more successful. And then the new agents, every new agent that onboards to our team, part of our training process is being trained on the entirety of this playbook, to understand it, to embrace it, to know they're going to be held accountable, but to be excited about it. As our director of operations always says, accountability is the highest form of love. And it really is. The agents that understand that, they come to us asking, can you show me my metrics? Can you look at my numbers? I've been making a lot of dials this past month. Can we look at some of the numbers? So the agents watching this right now, and probably team leaders, I would encourage you to make the investment to develop a playbook for your team and to make it part of your culture. Don't build it and stick it in a drawer. Don't build it and announce it one time and do a training on it and forget about it. Make it part of who you are. Make it part of your identity. Make it part of why your team succeeds. Whether you want to call it your secret recipe or your winning strategy, whatever it is. But adopt a playbook and watch your business take off. I promise. So if any team leaders are watching this and considering hiring Grant Wise and implementing his CGO program and developing a lead management playbook, I would just tell you, do it. Very simply, just do it. If you're operating a team right now, I would say that your agents are counting on you to develop systems and a strategy for them to succeed at higher levels than where they were prior to joining you. If you don't have something like that in place, they'll flounder. And if you're relying on agents to develop their own systems, maybe just don't take my word for it, but talk to many industry leaders, is that the agents are joining your team to adopt your standards and your procedures and your processes and your systems. And in this case, your lead management and your policy procedure playbook. They're wanting to join you for value, right? The value you provide your agents is going to be a direct result to your retention, how many homes you sell, your recruiting. I mean, a lot of times if agents are excited and they're happy with you, they're going to bring agents onto the team, right? They're going to say, Jon, my friend is amazing. You've got to talk to her, right? So you're going to continue the growth of your organization, which is healthy. We all know that healthy teams never stop recruiting. This is a great thing to focus on. If you have an agent that says, and who's heard this one before? All I want is the leads. Well, we all know it's way more than the leads. If you're lacking the culture, the systems and the strategy, the staff, the operational side, you can have all the leads you want and it's not going to convert. So if you have an agent, Jon, I just really want some more leads. Great. So we've got all that, but I'll tell you what's even better. We've got a lead management playbook that's going to be your blueprint on exactly what to do with that lead from start to finish. And if you follow this playbook and you do exactly what it says, there's a lot of tips and tricks and strategies within that, you will be more successful. So it gives you one more lever to pull, if you will, as a team leader to say, I don't just have leads to give you. Because if you just give an agent 50 leads and there's no coaching or strategy or help behind it, I hate to say this, but I think you're going to be very disappointed with the results of what those agents do with those leads without a system behind it or an engine behind it that's running to help them actually achieve that level of success. So I highly encourage you to link up with Grant, book a strategy called to learn about his CGO program, and I promise you will not be disappointed.